In 2025, Nigeria's power sector is undergoing a transformation driven by landmark policy reforms, fresh infrastructure, and bold moves toward renewable energy. This is not business as usual anymore. It's a deliberate pivot toward sustainability, decentralization, and long overdue efficiency in electricity delivery. At the national policy level, the federal government approved the National Integrated Electricity Policy (NIEP) earlier this year, providing a fresh roadmap aligned with the Electricity Act 2023. Developed with input from government, civil society, and international partners, it sets out coordinated strategies for generation, transmission, distribution, renewables, and consumer protection. EDU Web +1 Reddit +1 Nairametrics +1 EDU Web +1. Meanwhile, the Power Ministry officially separated system operations from the Transmission Company of Nigeria (TCN) by establishing NISO, an independent body handling grid coordination, load management, and market operations. TCN now focuses solely on infrastructure. Powerline Magazine. In the regulatory front, NERC has launched a grid code review panel to overhaul technical standards, improve grid performance, and ensure stable electricity delivery. This day, Live +1 Independent +1 their single quotes as also a newly decentralized electricity market in motion. Over a dozen states including Kogi and Enugu have transferred oversight to their own regulatory agencies, allowing for local tariff setting and licensing. Within intrastate markets, Powerline Magazine Plus to The Guardian, Nigeria Plus to This Day, Live Plus to the impact is already visible. Between Q3 2023 and early 2025, average daily generation increased from about 4,100 megawatts to over 5,700 megawatts, nearly 40% growth. Record highs of 6,003 megawatts and 5,801 megawatts were achieved in March 2025. This momentum suggests Nigeria is well on the path to reaching its 8,000 megawatts generation target by 2027. The Nation newspaper eased fiscal pressure. The government implemented targeted tariff hikes on heavy consumers, raising market revenue by 700 billion, allowing subsidy levels to fall 35% from 3 trillion to 1.9 trillion. Debt owed to Gencos remains high at 4 trillion, but a relief initiative has been launched to settle half of that through budget allocations and promissory notes. Reuters +1 EDU Web +1 on the renewable energy front, Nigeria signed a $200 million deal with WeLight to roll out 400 renewable mini-grids and 50 metrogrids, aiming to electrify 1.5 to 2 million people in rural and peri-urban areas and elevate renewables from 20% to 50% of the national energy mix. Reuters. Additionally, the World Bank-backed DARES project, valued at $750 million, will grant electricity access to 17.5 million Nigerians through off-grid solar systems and mini-grid deployments. President Tinubu also directed RIA to invest in solarizing public institutions, allocating 100 billion in 2025 to power schools, hospitals, and MDAs. EDU Web +1 This Day, Live +1 in distribution reform. The government is piloting franchising models for struggling discos, targeting one in the north and one in the south by mid-2025. NERC aims to bring private operators into partnerships that can improve operational viability and regional reliability. Independent till challenges remain. Nigeria's grid is fragile, vandalism persists, gas shortages limit generation, and tariffs remain non-cost reflective in many areas, meaning discos still struggle to stay afloat. The NESG warns that inadequate tariff reform in the 2025 federal budget may undermine investor confidence. Nairametrics. See it despite systemic issues, sector optimism is rising. Generation is growing, decentralization is advancing, private investment is flowing in, and solar installations are expanding not just in urban areas, but in markets, universities, and public institutions. As Nigeria implements these reforms and continues collaboration with development partners like the World Bank, AFDB, and JICA, the trajectory is clear. A more efficient, inclusive, and renewable power system is on the horizon.